Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to transform a dull kitchen knife into a razor-sharp tool. Have you ever struggled to slice a ripe tomato with a blunt knife? This knife can barely slice a tomato without squishing it, indicating it's severely dull. But I have an idea to fix this. First, I'll take a piece of wood and use a ruler to measure out the dimensions for the base of my sharpening jig. Then, I'll mark the precise spots where I'll drill holes for the sharpening mechanism. Now, I'll use my drill to carefully create the necessary holes in the wooden base. Next, I'll insert a metal rod into one of the drilled holes and secure it firmly. This will be the main support for the sharpening arm. I'll then add a washer and a nut to the rod, allowing me to adjust the height and angle of the sharpening guide later. This is crucial for achieving different sharpening angles. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I'm taking a round wood and marking a section to cut. This will become the housing for my sharpening stones. Using a vise to hold the round wood steady. I'll use a hacksaw to carefully cut off a small disc from the round wood, which will serve as the base for the stone holder. I'll mark the center of the round wood disc and drill a hole through it, making sure it's perfectly aligned. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. With the components ready, I take a small metal hook and insert it into the hole in the wooden circle. I bend the hook to secure it firmly within the wood. This assembly then screws onto the top of the adjustable metal rod on the base, completing the height adjustment and pivot point for our sharpening angle. This will allow us to maintain a consistent angle while sharpening. I'm threading an eye bolt through the drilled wooden disc. This piece will eventually attach to the main sharpening rod, allowing for a pivot. Back to the main wooden base, I'm marking 2 additional points for small holes. These holes will secure the knife in place during sharpening. I'm screwing in 2 flathead screws into the marked spots on the wooden base. Next, I'm looping a zip tie under the heads of these screws and securing it with super glue. This will firmly hold the knife. Now, I'm grabbing another small, rectangular wooden block. I'm measuring its dimensions, ensuring it's a suitable size for our sharpening stone holder. I'll drill a hole through the center of this small wooden block. I'm inserting a long metal rod through the drilled hole in the block. I'll secure it with super glue, ensuring it stays firmly in place. Next, I take 2 pieces of sandpaper, a coarser grit, 400, and a finer grit, 1000. I attach the coarser sandpaper to one side of the wooden block using super glue and then trim the excess, ensuring it's neatly flush with the block. I repeat this process with the finer grit sandpaper on the opposite side. This gives me 2 sharpening surfaces on one tool. With the sandpaper attached, I'm now securing the knife to the wooden base using the screws. I'll adjust the angle of the main rod and begin sharpening the knife with the coarse sandpaper. I'll make sure to apply water to the sandpaper and consistently move the stone along the blade, maintaining the correct angle by sliding the rod through the eye hook. Once I've established a good initial edge with the coarse grit, I'll switch to the finer grit sandpaper. I'm also spraying water to reduce friction and clear away debris. This will refine the edge, making it incredibly sharp. I'll repeat the same motions, ensuring smooth, even strokes. After finishing sharpening one side of the knife with both sides of the sandpaper, I remove the knife and switch directions. Similarly, I continued sharpening with coarse sandpaper. After using the coarse sandpaper, I'm switching to a finer grit. I'll repeat the sharpening process, ensuring the blade achieves a smooth, polished edge. After sharpening both sides, I'll remove the knife and carefully wipe it clean. Look at that shine. It's already looking much better. Let's test the sharpness on some paper first. Wow, it slices through effortlessly. What a difference a good sharpening makes. Watch as the knife glides through the paper with ease, creating clean, precise cuts. Then, back to our tomato. Watch as the knife glides through it with absolute ease. No squishing, just perfect, clean slices. Finally, for the ultimate test, cutting a suspended water bottle. This requires extreme sharpness and precision. And as you can see, our newly sharpened knife slices right through it. I'm so pleased with the results of this DIY sharpener. Bye. See you in the next video.